Okay, this is the third shortish video for the River Processing Command Center. I didn't show you the important data notes too much here. There's a whole load of stuff there if you want it. There's another help down the bottom, which is basically telling you what I'm telling you now, all about the River Processing Data Control and Export Center help. But I just want to concentrate on this lower right-hand area where all the magic happens. I told you about the BMP file on the left, which comes from the plot river layout. Once you go in there and you get the changes, that's created and stored ready for use when you come through here. These don't do anything, but I'll show you what happens. We created the NRW directories up here on the left, upper middle left. If you've done nothing, click the go. And this is a slightly awkward method of making sure you think about this. You've got an option on the go button to, if you click yes, update all modeling data but leave current DWGs unaltered in the background, you can do that. Or click no to view the processing option. If we go no, this is where we will redo the whole lot. We're saying remove all drawings produced, this one here, remove all drawings and produce new DXFs. They'll be removed and replaced with new versions. So this is going to be update the drawings as well as get everything disseminated. What's the stack? Right, it's created the new DWGs. Backups have been created in the system. And it's now going to InfoWorks, done the modeling data, multiple models, done the other rivers data collection, and it's disseminating the photographs, and then it's completed all that to this point here, where it's saying to you, the user, stop, think, and act. This is where you are, where you need to be, but you've got to stop and think what's happened, and what you should be doing now. So you're looking at might have multiple rivers, and you're looking into perhaps multiple watercourses like that. And I'm just going to pull this out. This is the Explorer, which did pop up just now. This is the format that NRW want. If it's not one you want, don't worry. In the post-production area, we've also got the EA format and a more normal format where all the drawing files are put together in the right location. But what we should have here is everything now in the correct location and the formats that what we want. Okay, this is where that help file that popped up will tell you what you need to do for each watercourse. If you're doing NRW, this is what they want. Each watercourse has drawings. Each watercourse has the formats there, flood modeler, freshly done. Each watercourse has a long profile. There, we'll see that in a minute. And each watercourse has all the photographs that it needs. This is the main River X, or whatever many hundred there are there. There they all are in that point. But the most important thing you've got to bear in mind is this is where you edit the drawings. If we click on the River X, the -X drawing, it's now going into MicroStation. Altogether be slightly different. I'm going to pull up the references. You can see what the XREFs are here. That is all the main plot DWG. That is the title blocks. And they're all correct. So it's as what you saw in the preview earlier on, River X X01 up to X05. If you want 25 or even 100 drawings, it doesn't matter. You'll then go up to River X -X100. And what you've got to do in your AutoCAD system, I'm just doing it very quickly here, is selecting all of them. And you can see the green outline of the drawing title blocks there. This drawing, Tiverton Watercourse, is River X-X, and I'm now going to merge them into this drawing. They're gone. We can get rid of them, get rid of that. And you'll find then that in this drawing then is all the data is all in here. And what you've got to do then, and it's not too difficult, to then simply go and select a block of 2 or 3 or whatever it is, and say I want to move these up into the correct location on here. There we go, that's done. I've only copied 2. If you want more subsidiary ones, for example, then up here, we would then go and pick those and you put them in. We locate them on this line here, the underside of the left horizontal box on there, and then try and fit the rest all around them. Bit difficult here because they're a bit long, but that is the whole point. You'll notice here this is the mini weir long section of the lower weir, and it's connected with the river 0138 chainage, and it says it's there. So those 2 there are connected together. Sorry, yeah, like that there. So this is where you've got to go in and copy and paste. Now, in this case here, you've got everything is there. The A361 side drain. We don't separate, just take the file that was here. It's called River Cross Sections DXF, as it was XREF'd in the background. Now, if you've got, when you've done that, you will find that go into the long section. Sorry, let's go to the other watercourse. Channel 2. It's channel 2. Because this is what the NRW people want, and you'll open up the DWG. We're going to get the background XREFs that we need, but you're not going to, so the title is there, Tiverton Castle Drain, so you only want the castle drain, which is somewhere up here. Is that it? There it is. And so you're going to be looking at, say, for example, I wonder if I can do this easily. These are all the castle drain sections up there. There's up to 14. Selected the wrong one. So what you basically would want to do is to say, well, everything down here, sorry, we've not actually brought them in. Let's bring them in. Tools, merge into master. And what I want to do is to simply delete the ones we don't need. This is the castle drain, and I'm just going to get rid of this lot here because it's in the way. You can do that, they're not necessary. And indeed, at the top end of the castle drain, let's move that over, we will find A361 castle. There it is. So we can now, with confidence, move this one as well, get rid of those. And we know then that all the ones we're looking at are here. And then we're going to simply start copying these. You might get the first 4 here. And let's just move those down. Down to this bottom left one. That's them there. And then we're going to move, say, well, we might get 3 there. Let's just see what we can do. Smaller sections, you can get more there. And you've got to move them about. So we might say, well, let's have those down the bottom and simply move that. It's really a simple and quick way of moving stuff around. And then the sections are read from lower left up there and then down to the lower right and north again. But all the details and all the data for the castle drain X01 is shown in there. So we can shut that down. And it'll be the same for the long section. Now, you can carry on doing all this stuff. I'm going to show you the main RiverX plan, which is this one here. It's the key plan one. Slightly different because we've got all the title blocks down in the lower left 00 area of the drawing. And up on the right up here is the DXF of the overall plan, the OS map, and all these bits and bobs that we need to copy into here. And what I'm going to do is I'm saying, well, I think I need to use, say, for example, the one in 1250. We'll give it a try. We'll then copy by overlap. I'm going to take this up here, put it on this other, literally up here. It might fit. No, it's a bit small. Doesn't matter, because what I'm going to do, I've moved that up there, and I'm simply going to come in here and copy in put all those there and merge them into the area that I want, merge into master. Everything comes in, and then I can then simply say, if I finished here, I'm going to do a delete, which is this one here, overlap void clip, and job done. So I'm into this area, and of course I don't need these other spare bits, but they are, it's got to be got rid of. These are the remains of the title blocks. I'm not going to mess around with that anymore. And shut that down. So that drawing editing of completing the final drawings is done in this area here. And there's nothing else really to do, because what we should have here is all the photographs and everything already disseminated. So the only real editing you need to do is to look to see the drawings. Are they all correct? If I just put them out the way, I want to show you the connection to, if you wanted to update the DWG or the DXF, you would click this one. And then you would say, well, I either want to keep all the existing ones or remove them. And so I can do that and remove all drawings and create new DWGs. Now I've got stuff in there. I want to keep them. So I'm going to click OK. And it will then ignore those drawings that have been edited and make sure that it's only outputting new files. So I just want to prove this, and I'm sure it's going to work. Hand on heart, let's just look at the K drawing that we just created, and it should be that, there we are, that's how we left it. So the drawings have been ignored, and everything else, say for example, if you've done a new export, or say one of the exports was wrong for whatever reason, you can simply click the go button and then tell it to keep the DXFs and keep it safe like that. So now we're just going to very quickly go into the post-production area, and this is really quite helpful. Okay, we can now, if we've done all our file modification, we can now delete all the empty files. Look at them. Don't have to go anywhere, delete. We don't want them. Get rid of them. They've been used. If we want to convert to a new layout, we can do that and say I want a normal layout. And there's the original NRW one on the left. Normal data have been created. It's now going to copy all the files across that are needed in this scenario here. There's huge amounts of data being moved here. The NRW export version called Tiverton Watercourses -NRW is left. It's not changed. But the Tiverton Watercourses normal format with AutoCAD files all together, and it should finish and kick in here. Should pop up any moment, and it will. This is why you end up with so many of these Windows Explorers. It should. It hasn't popped up, and I don't know why. I can just do this. So there's a lot going on. Here it is here. So here's your Tiverton Watercourses normal directory, and in there we've already got the NRW, the normal. We'll go back in the normal, and you'll see that all the AutoCAD files that you've created and modified are all here in their watercourse type format. Equally, you'll find all the photographs are back in there. A361, the castle, and the river X one. So what we've done is simply to move, shut that down, move from here over to here, keeping that lot, and it's all been changed. Now the only thing here is that you're going to find, if I go back here, this here is telling you this is what's happening. So delete all the old temporary files, convert to new layout, delete old export data. You can do that anytime. Zip file set option, open a new export view. But down the bottom here is this little bit here about extra bits. Extra bits is an add-on to, I think it's a freebie add-on. You can do that at any time. And what it is, you can go into any directory you've got. Let's open it up. And here we are. Well, let's go back into the new normal one we've done and go right click. Look at the extra options here, all extra bits. and one of those is to delete the empty file folders. If we do that, it goes and tells you, look, these are empty. Do you want them? I said, no, we don't need them. Because you would recognize that those things shouldn't or wouldn't have anything in them, and we can delete them. That's a very quick way of slimming all this stuff down, even the structure width stuff should all be there. So this is why we really wanted to get these videos out. There's so much going on here. Help files, this stuff at the bottom here, this help file here. What we've done was to modify. There we are. You recognize the T0 type files, the cross-sectioned one, and the K and X drawing files. That's really a very quick run through all that's happening here. And so I wish you all the best on this extraordinarily complex area. But once you break it down and don't look at the whole, say, right, there's my rivers, there's my address, there's my title block stuff, which is the common title block for along with the -X, -K, -L, and -SW nomenclature of the title block names that are being used here. Everything's in the right place. It's all modified, updated in the right numbering system, and then we can disseminate it wherever we want. You've got your NRW boxes here. You can access the DWG in those NRW boxes whenever you want. You should tell you when you come in here, you should see, right, what's here? What data have we got? This is why we called it Rivers Data Available. And all that stuff is there. Then the river data's export on the right, there it all is there. And then the view, and then the stack, which is telling you what is happening within the system and when it's going to finish. And a little bit of text with basically really what it's all about. And this is an amazing thing. I can always think of our competitors messing around with files and changing photographs by hand, renaming this, renaming that, creating title blocks manually. And this, in an amazing system here, does it all, and it will save you days and days and days of work and put you ahead of the competition. There we go. Thanks for listening. Bye now.